If you look at the similarities between Nigeria and Russia, let me just give you some kind of insight. Russia, as it is the most populous country in Europe. Nigeria is also the most populous country in Africa. Russia has gas and crude, just like Nigeria. Now, Russia holds family values, traditional values, just like Nigeria. Again, look at Russia, a multinational country, a multi-religious country, just like Nigeria. Nigeria is also multinational and multi-religious. Now, if you look at the similarity, there are so many of them that we can compare. We can learn a lot from Russia, how they were able to get the multinationals together.
On se sent en famille en ce sens que la Russie est une famille aussi pour l'Afrique. C'est une famille parce que nous avons la même histoire. La Russie a consenti d'énormes sacrifices pour libérer le monde du nazisme pendant la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Les peuples africains, nos grands-pères, ont été déportés de force aussi pour aider l'Europe à se débarrasser du nazisme. Nous partageons la même histoire en ce sens que nous sommes les peuples oubliés du monde. Qu'ils soient dans les livres d'histoire, dans les documentaires ou films, on tend donc à balayer le rôle prépondérant qu'a joué la Russie et de l'Afrique dans cette lutte contre le nazisme. Pour ce qui concerne le Burkina Faso, aujourd'hui nous sommes confrontés depuis plus de 8 ans à la forme de manifestation la plus barbare, la plus violente du néocolonialisme, de l'impérialisme. L'esclavage qu'on tend encore à nous imposer. Nos dévanciers nous ont bien appris une chose. L'esclave qui n'est pas capable d'assumer sa révolte ne mérite pas que l'on s'apitoie sur son sort. Nous ne nous apitoyons pas sur nos sorts, on ne demande pas que quelqu'un s'apitoie sur notre sort. Le peuple burkinabé a décidé de lutter contre le terrorisme en mesure de relancer son développement. Dans cette lutte, des vaillants peuples, des vaillantes populations se sont engagées à prendre les armes face au terrorisme, ceux que nous avons affectueusement appelés les VDP, des volontaires. Nous sommes surpris de voir les impérialistes traiter ces VDP de milices et de tout type. C'est décevant, parce qu'en Europe, lorsque des peuples prennent les armes pour défendre leur patrie, on les traite de patriotes. Mais là n'est pas le problème. Ce qui est le problème, c'est de voir des chefs d'État africains qui n'apportent rien à ces peuples qui se battent, mais qui chantent la même chose que les impérialistes en nous traitant de milices, en nous traitant donc d'hommes qui ne respectent pas les droits de l'homme. De quel droit de l'homme parle-t-on? Nous nous offusquons contre cela et c'est honteux. Il faut que nous, chefs d'État africains, nous arrêtons de nous comporter donc en marionnettes qui dansent à chaque fois que les impérialistes tirent sur les ficelles. Hier, le président Vladimir Poutine a annoncé donc l'envoi de céréales en Afrique. Nous sommes bien contents. Nous lui disons merci pour cela. Mais aussi, c'est un message passé à nous, chefs d'État africains, parce qu'au prochain forum, nous ne devrons pas venir ici sans avoir assuré, pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas la guerre, l'autosuffisance alimentaire de nos peuples. Nous devons prendre l'expérience de ceux qui ont pu déjà atteindre cela en Afrique, tisser de bonnes relations ici et tisser de meilleures relations avec la Fédération de Russie pour pouvoir assouvir les besoins de nos populations. Gloire à nos peuples, dignité à nos peuples, victoire à nos peuples. La patrie ou la mort, nous vaincrons. Merci, camarades.
All right, guys. So I'm rebranding the channel a bit. I'm going to make it a bit geopolitical, but it's gonna have a kind of still a religious undertone. That's why I changed my name to Russo Sahel, because of the geopolitical area I'm targeting, because of the simple fact I'm here in Russia right now. I am, again, how should I put it? Getting used to it, getting adjusted. It's going to take some time, of course, but one thing I notice, and I will say this, is that you know, this was actually shocking to me. This was very shocking to me. Is that in, from the spiritual spectrum, sometimes a move is necessary for openings. Sometimes a move is necessary for um, Allah to show what He can do. Um, Sometimes it is difficult to take the dive, and go by faith. One of my mentors, he just kept on telling me, go, get out, get out, get out. And I said it in the last video. It's like, get out, get out, get out. He kept on telling me, get out, get out, get out. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get out. Um, it was hard to make the jump. It was very hard to do so, to go into something like this. But it was something I needed to do. It was something that, of course, I guess it takes, I guess it takes a certain type of mindset, a certain type of mentality to do certain things that are against the grain, because it's not, this destination is not really a destination that, say, the average, I guess you can say, individual, such as, like, let's just say, content creators, their destination is always, oh, I want to go to Colombia, I want to go to Brazil, I want to go to Kenya, I want to go to these places. But me, I had to show that I'm a woman doesn't define me, or women don't define me. Um, I come from, I guess you can say, a militant school of Islam. And what I mean by militant school of Islam, I mean a school that stresses the Quran, the Sunnah, but also stresses the spiritual purification as well. Um, but also stresses um, orthodox approach, a strictly orthodox approach, but also an approach that is not really in line with most liberal Muslims in the Western Hemisphere, which is mostly not in line with the Muslims who are trying to be friends with the enemies. So this is the approach I take in regards to the Islam, right? Um, Now, I showed those videos at the beginning because of the simple fact that while I'm not trying to justify my my reasons for coming here, I'm trying to give more receipts for the reasons I came here. I'm trying to just show more receipts that, maybe people don't see. Maybe people don't see these receipts or what have you. So I will show as well more things, more things related to Russia. I will show, some things. Maybe I will show like a stroll during the day of like what I'm doing and things like that. Um, Maybe I'll show a stroll to the mosque, and of course, yes, I need to, boost the quality of my content. Yes, I do. That is indeed the case. I do need to boost the quality trouble getting that. I'm like, oh crap, like how am I gonna find this? I need to find this, right? For a mobile device for an iPhone. And I was like, crap, I need to find it. I need to find one before my device dies. Um, uh, so what happened was um, I was using my 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 laptop to charge the phone, in the meanwhile. But, you know, I said, let me take a stroll to the market, okay? Let me take a stroll to the market. So what happened is at the market, a simple assalamu alaikum and then walaikum salam. And I struck a conversation with this brother. I asked the brother, hey, where can I get, um, where can I get this? Where can I get this? What you have for your phone? I need this. I have the cord already. I just need the one further back in. This brother gave me his. Okay. He's like, oh, I got like 3 more. Okay. This brother gave me his. On top of that, I was like, okay, where can I get some hygienic stuff? Like, I need some stuff for, um, toothpaste, deodorant, lotion. This brother proceeds to lock his store up, right? He proceeds to lock his store up and take me to the market where I can get all of those things. This would never happen in America, okay? This would never happen in America. This would never happen in the West, okay? I'm letting you know right now. In the West, it's cutthroat. So cutthroat that, hell, traffic, even driving in the West could be your last, that could be your last, how should I put it? It can be your last day. You never know. Because, I remember, you see it all the time with road rage and things like that. It's very dangerous. And I saw that where I was when I was even driving in Los Angeles, how dangerous it was to even just drive. Even if you're driving safely, even if you're driving like in a good way, manually, um, it's very dangerous, bro. You know, this is why I understand. It was very crazy. I'm telling you. Um, now, the fact that that happened showed me that, okay, maybe I was onto something coming here. Maybe the people who were trying to like prevent me from coming here was like maybe they were just I don't know. Maybe they just wanted me to be in the cesspool of the West. I really don't know. Um, Now, one thing I will say is that um, I want this channel to now be like centered, like third world centered, meaning I wanted to focus on, Africa. I wanted to focus on the relationship Africa has with Russia. Okay, kind of in this rebranding, uh, and I want to show that the relationship is not one based off of colonialism or based off of exploitation. Okay, that's what I want to show. You know what I mean? Um, this is it, right? Um, I also want that it may not appeal to a lot of the people. It may not appeal to the people who are looking for drama, who are looking for the relationship dynamics and things like that. Because again, I say this, and I repeat what I'm gonna say until I'm blue at the face. You will not change these women, okay? They're already set in their ways. They already want to be the way they want to be, okay? That's just it. Um, this is just the thing, okay? This is just the thing. All right. You're we, no matter look, no matter how much content you put out, yes, you are making the future generation aware. I believe that you should do that. Absolutely, make them aware that hey, these are how these people are moving. These are how these women are moving. Make them aware of that. Okay. That's true. But since I'm out of that, you know, since I'm out of that thing, yeah, I'm out of there. You know, it really wouldn't be befitting of me to keep on talking about it. Um, because there's others who could do a better job than me in talking about it due to the simple fact of like the proximity and due to the simple fact that this is their specialty, you know. Um, the thing is, right? How can I say this? Okay, yes, this is why I want to say, yeah, I'm going to end the video. I'm going to end the video on this note. The thing is this, okay? This is the thing about, and this is going to get them in their feelings, and this is probably going to hurt them a lot. The thing is that when it comes to the Anglo in the West, when it comes to the Anglo-Saxon in the West, and how much hypocrites they are. Okay, they are hypocrites, by the way. Although, although Becky is, you know, attracted to the black man very highly, right? Although Becky is attracted to him very highly, it really doesn't change the fact that um, it really doesn't change the fact that them as a demographic overall, I would say them as a demographic overall, they don't like people of my hue. Okay, that's just the bottom line. No matter where you are from, okay, they don't like people of that hue. That one guy, Legion of Men, he makes content. He has shown that he doesn't like people of our hue. You know, he's shown it with his comments, what have you. You know, he's shown that right off the back. Now, I say this because these same people, these same Anglo-Saxons, okay, these same Anglo-Saxons will talk about how Russia is racist. We'll talk about how like Cuba in even the Arab world, how racist it is to black people. However, while racism is everywhere, what I went through would never happen in the West, where Anglo will just reach out and help me and be like, okay, let me help this brother out. Okay, that will never happen. So my problem with them, and this has always been my problem with them, okay, this is my biggest problem, and I'll end it on this note. My biggest problem with them, okay, is they're mad at who we choose as our friends, right? Or choose as our partners, right? So, like Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and once Nigeria snaps out of his slumber and ditches the British and ditches the French and ditches America, Nigeria too, I'm including Nigeria since it's part of the Sahel, they criticize us for working with certain people, right? And even content creators, by the way, Anglo content creators do this as well. They criticize us for working, having working relationships with Russia and what have you, having cultural exchanges with Russia, things like that. They criticize us for that, right? Criticize us for doing coups to try to bring stability to our region. Yet they are the same ones who are participating in all types of horrific racisms. They're the same ones who are basically giving the image that they are true Christians when, as a matter of fact, they're the most hypocritical of Christians that you'll ever meet in your life. They're the same ones who are perpetuating different type of things. Okay? This is what upsets me the most. If you do, I'm going to end. If you do not like me, just say you don't like me, bro. But don't be a hypocrite. Stop being a hypocrite. And that's what I'm going to say about them. Stop criticizing me for my views in terms of our relationship with Russia. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, all of you guys, the Anglos who will watch this video, all of you guys, all you guys do is just take from my country especially. As a matter of fact, there was a Canadian gold, I think a Canadian gold mining firm that we kicked out for stealing money, okay, from us. So that's what I'm saying. Stop being a hypocrite. You guys don't like us and you never will like us, okay? And that's just the bottom line. Just stop it. You know, that's why when I was in the West, I never F with none of y'all. I never did, bro. I never F with none of y'all, bro. I kept it respectful, but that's where it stopped, man. But anyway, we're signing out. The rebranding continues, and I will post more content. I'll post more visual content as I get used to it more here. I'm still adjusting. I've only been here for